and walking over to her.
I actually, so going back to her injuries, I kind of wish somebody would have shot her again. I mean, just to solidify that she's dead.
As she stands up.
Yes.
And then maybe that's why the baby would tumble. She picks the baby.
Yeah.
She picks at the baby. We see her get shot. I mean, it'd be a little out there just to kind of have that extra moment of somebody shooting and being told to stop shooting and then shooting again. Nope, just making sure.
Oh, boss, but I like it. I shot him already.
If either one of you ever get rich, I want a pair of those shoes.
All right, well, we'll hop on the eBay and see if somebody's selling.
You know somebody makes
Somebody
those shoes
has them.
somewhere.
Well, not even makes them. I'm sure there's actual props out there that you could buy.
That's exactly it. I want them.
Just go to Etsy. I'm sure somebody's out
Somebody's
there.
made them. We'll make an entire Apes.
Etsy hurts my head.
Store.
Etsy what?
Hurts my head.
Why?
It's just, I don't know. It's just, it's too many cute, creative things. I'm like, ah.
So we have more Lewis and Stevie cuddling at this moment as they're comforting each other.
Golden hour lighting.
Kind of cementing a little bit more that they're probably a couple. We have the helicopter in the background still spinning. It was like still active. And then we have this really, really good shot of them pulling up. And they kept the bodies
truly
there.
a nice helicopter shot pulling back.
That would have been a drone today.
Yeah.
And then we see the police
and
action.
This is the moment when, at the very end of it, we get this shot that starts with Cornelius and Zira laying there. Helicopter truly with the camera pulls back, and we can see them laying on the deck. We can see Haslan in the water. I think you can kind of see Salome in there if you look real hard. But you begin to see the gangplank where they're walking up to it. And that, my original thought was, okay, I know there's a gangplank that goes up to it because we saw Haslan on it. And that's where I thought, well, Stevie and Lewis, they wouldn't be able to see it, but as the camera pulls back more, so if you let it play more,
up there,
you see where they are, and you realize that they're so far back from the action, they probably would have been able to see a little bit of what happened. And I went back and watched these 2 minutes just for shot composition again and again, because I was like, even when we get into tomorrow's minute, pretty interesting shots. And it's like Don Taylor just sort of said, I'm going to put my calling card right out here.
The last couple of minutes.
This is so different than what we got in Beneath the Planet of the Apes, where there were times where, how many times did I throw a fit about shitty shot composition? Mm-hmm. It's great. Well, it's wonderful.
It is coming to the end of the film. I mean, he does, you want to leave an impact on the audience. You want to be terrible with these last few moments.
But think about Beneath. I mean, we had moments where at the final battle where we were like, why am I not seeing this? And this is that shot of Lewis and Stevie is just beautifully shot. The pullback for this era, that's where a lot of their production went into, was booking that helicopter to get that final shot.
Well, I mean, they're getting all their helicopter action in the last
they are.
10, 15 minutes of it.
It makes me wonder if that one that was used as a practical prop was probably the one that
to do the shot here.
So we have this moment. We have Zira on top of Cornelius. The shot is pulled back. We see the police running in. As an audience member, are you still holding out hope that Zira's alive? Because we're cutting to another scene. And I'd be going, why is there another scene now?
I did have two notes about that. One is, so at this point, how depressed is everybody in the theater?
Right. And would you expect, I would expect credits at this point,
yeah,
right?
And then second, I don't know, and I'm not talking about future minutes, I'm talking about future movies. At this point, do you think that they are already planning on the next movie, or are they waiting for box office stuff? Because
I tried to look some of that up,
it really feels to me like this is them saying, all right, we are done with all the characters from the previous two movies. We have no Cornelius, we have no Zira, we've destroyed the future by blowing up the planet, so we have no Taylor and Brent and all that. If we're going to make any new movies, it's not about these old characters anymore. Or are they just saying, everything is done, let's wrap this up, but we'll have the little twist at the end like we had the twist at the end of the first movie?
Like Richard, I looked and I didn't see anything immediately because I don't want to jump into Conquest note grabbing yet. I wanted to see what their initial thoughts were. And I couldn't find anything that said, create something so we can keep going. But to me, this does feel entirely like they knew, hey, this time let's not ride ourselves into a corner.
Right.
Let's at least know where the hallway goes.
Well, we can talk about more of that, I guess, in the next minute when there's the reveal. So do it. But we have a voiceover for Armando, we assume, right? That says all hands on the guidelines, all hands on to something. It's just weird to hear this voice come out of nowhere because we're so used to like the final announcer coming at the end.
Right.
Man.
Everybody died.
Yeah.
Everybody's screwed. Enjoy your evening.
Yeah, we don't need that anymore because now it starts feeling like a Mel Brooks film if you start putting that voice in.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. We're kind of to the final thing. We get just the first few frames of the dissolve over to the establishing shot for the next scene, which is essentially our final scene.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
And maybe a surprise. I mean, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, let's put it in the books. We'll be back tomorrow with the final minute of action.
Yeah, action.
Yeah, let me finish. The final minute of action from Escape from the Planet of the Apes. Until then, everybody have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.